I spent 3 weeks running the same automations across 3 different platforms: n8n, Zapier, Make.com. I tracked the cost, the setup time, the flexibility, and the breaking points, and what I found completely changed how I build my business systems. Because here is the truth that nobody talks about. Most entrepreneurs are paying for the wrong tool, and it is costing them either hundreds of dollars every month or dozens of hours every week, sometimes both. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which platform is right for you, your budget, your skill level, and your business goals. No guessing, no wasted money. I am Zio. Welcome to Life Insight Talks. Let us get into it. Before we dive in, let me tell you exactly what we are comparing and why it matters. n8n, Zapier, and Make.com are all workflow automation platforms. They all connect your apps together and run tasks automatically. But they are built for completely different types of users, and choosing the wrong one is one of the most expensive mistakes a solo entrepreneur can make. Here is what I tested. I built the same 5 automations on all 3 platforms: an email autoresponder, a lead capture system, a social media scheduler, a weekly business report, and a customer support ticket sorter. I measured setup time, cost per month, flexibility, error handling, and how far I could push each platform before it broke. The results were not what I expected. Let us go platform by platform. Platform 1, n8n. n8n is the most powerful of the 3, and also the most misunderstood. Most people hear open source and think complicated, but the cloud version at app.n8n.cloud requires 0 server setup. You sign up, you build workflows visually, and you are running in minutes. Here is what makes n8n different from everything else. It is the only platform that gives you a built-in code node, meaning when a no-code solution is not enough, you write a few lines of JavaScript and solve it yourself. No workarounds, no limitations. Pricing, and this is where it gets interesting. n8n Cloud starts at around $20 a month. Flat. Unlimited workflows. Unlimited executions on higher plans. Compare that to Zapier, where you pay per task. If you are running 20 automations that fire hundreds of times a day, n8n saves you between $200 and $800 every single month. The learning curve is steeper than Zapier. I will be honest about that. It took me about 2 hours to feel comfortable, but the ceiling? There is no ceiling. I connected the Claude API directly to n8n and built AI-powered automations that Zapier literally cannot do. For advanced users and entrepreneurs who want full control, n8n is the clear winner. Platform 2, Zapier. Zapier is the oldest player in this space, and it shows, not in a bad way, in an everything just works way. The interface is the most beginner-friendly of all 3. You connect 2 apps in literally 5 minutes. No learning curve, no confusion. Just pick a trigger, pick an action, done. This is why Zapier has over 2 million users. For someone who has never built an automation before, Zapier is the fastest way to get something running today. But here is the problem. Zapier charges per task. Every time an automation runs, that is 1 task. Every time it checks for new data, that is tasks. At scale, this gets expensive very fast. The starter plan gives you around 750 tasks per month. Sound like a lot? Run 5 automations that each fire 10 times a day. You hit that limit in 5 days. The professional plan at around $73 per month gives you 2,000 tasks. For a solo entrepreneur running serious volume, you will exceed this regularly. Zapier also has the least flexibility of the 3. You are completely dependent on their pre-built app connectors. If an app is not on their list, you are out of options. No custom code, no workarounds. Bottom line, Zapier is perfect for beginners who need something simple and do not mind paying a premium for ease of use. Okay, Platform 3, Make.com. And honestly, this one was my favorite surprise of the whole test. I went in expecting it to be just another Zapier clone. Something basic, a bit boring, nothing to write home about. I was completely wrong. When you first open Make, you see this beautiful canvas, and your automation just sits there like a flowchart. Every connection is visible. Every path the data takes is right in front of you. It is genuinely the most satisfying platform to look at. And I know that sounds like a weird thing to say about automation software, but trust me, when you see it, you will know exactly what I mean. Now here is the thing that really got me excited. Make sits right in the sweet spot between Zapier and n8n. It is so much more powerful than Zapier, but it does not have that steep learning curve that n8n has. If you are a visual thinker, oh my goodness, this platform was basically made for you. And the pricing, $10.59 per month gets you 10,000 operations. That is incredible value. The free plan alone gives you 1,000 operations, which is more than enough to test your first few automations and see if you love it. The only honest limitation I will share, Make does not have a built-in code node like n8n does. So if you want to do really deep custom AI integrations with Claude API, you will hit a wall eventually. But for the vast majority of business automations most entrepreneurs actually need, Make handles it beautifully. Seriously, if you have been putting off automation because it feels too technical, Make.com is the perfect starting point. I think you are going to love it. All right, so we have met all three platforms. Now the fun part. Let us actually pit them against each other. And look, I am going to keep this simple, because honestly, the comparison does not need to be complicated. Each platform has its lane. Once you see it, you just know. First up, cost. And this one is not even close. If you are running serious automations, n8n is going to save you anywhere from $200 to $800 every single month compared to Zapier. Every single month. Make.com sits nicely in the middle, great value, nothing to complain about. Zapier is just expensive at scale. Sorry Zapier, I still like you, but ouch. Now ease of use, and this is where Zapier gets its moment. If you have never touched automation before in your life, Zapier is genuinely the most welcoming platform. You feel like you cannot break anything. Make is a close second. n8n takes a bit more patience, but I promise you, the 2 hours you invest learning it, you will get back 100 times over. Power and flexibility. n8n, no competition. It is not even a fair fight. Make is solid. Zapier does what it does, but its walls show up fast when you want to do anything custom. And then, AI integration. Connecting things like Claude API, building smart automations that actually think. n8n is on another level. Make can do the basics. Zapier honestly struggles here. So if I had to sum it all up in one breath, n8n wins on power and cost, Zapier wins on simplicity, and Make is the lovely middle ground that does not get enough credit. Does that help? Good. Because the real question is, which one is actually right for you? And that is exactly what we are going to talk about next. So who wins? Honestly, it depends on exactly who you are. If you are a complete beginner who has never built a single automation, start with Zapier or Make.com. Get something working this week. Learn how automation thinks. Then graduate to n8n when you are ready. If you are an entrepreneur already running a business and you want to connect AI tools like Claude API into your workflows, go straight to n8n. Skip the middle step. The learning curve is worth it, and you will save money every single month. If you are a visual thinker who wants something in the middle, more powerful than Zapier but less technical than n8n, Make.com is genuinely excellent, and I use it for some of my simpler automations. My personal stack right now? n8n for everything AI-powered and complex. Make.com for simple scheduled tasks. Zapier. I canceled my subscription 6 months ago and I have not missed it once. The tools are all free to start. Links to all three are in the description. Try them. Build something this week. And if you want to see exactly how I connected Claude API to n8n to build a full business autopilot, that full tutorial is also in the description below. That is the full breakdown. n8n versus Zapier versus Make.com. Tested, compared, and ranked. Here is my one-line summary. If you want power and you are willing to invest 2 hours learning, n8n. If you want to start today with zero friction, Zapier or Make. If you want the best value for money at scale, n8n is not even close. Drop a comment below telling me which platform you are currently using, or which one you are switching to after watching this. I read every comment and I reply. If this video gave you value, subscribe to Life Insight Talks. Every Saturday, I break down the AI tools and automation strategies that smart entrepreneurs are actually building their businesses with. I am Zio. I will see you in the next one.